Welcome back to Math Experience Excel class. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so in our last class, we were able to modify column width and row height. So this class, we'll be looking at inserting rows, inserting columns, deleting rows, and deleting columns. Let's get into it. Inserting. It's a very easy attempt. To insert, you just need to insert by clicking on the row you want it to be inserted above. So if I want to insert a row above row 3, I click on row 3, right click and insert. So another row comes above row 3. If I want to insert a row above row 2, I click on row 2. I click on the heading, then I right click and insert. So what happens is the row I clicked on becomes 3, while the new inserted row becomes 2. Of course, the newly inserted row takes the properties of the row above it. So let's look at this. If I increase the size of this, I skip 13 and I increase the size of 14. Then I insert a row above 14. The newly inserted row will take the properties of 13. If I insert a row above 16, the newly inserted row will take the properties of 15, as we can see here. So by right clicking, you can insert a row. Similarly with the columns, insert, it takes the row, the column before it. So if I insert using column E, insert, it's going to take the properties of column D. So these are the ways we can insert rows and insert column. Now, in that case, we are inserting an entire row and an entire column. What if you want to insert a single row or a single cell? Want to insert a single cell, we will just click on the cell where we want the insertion to be done, right click and insert. So it's going to ask us a question. Where do you want to insert it? Do you want to insert it before the cell, or you want to insert it after the cell? So you see 4 options. You see shift this particular cell right. So if I click on shift it right, it moves the cell right. You may not be able to see that because they are all empty cells. Let me do that with a filled cell. Insert, shift the cell right. See 2 moves to the right. Insert, shift the cell down. G goes down. All the cells there go down. Insert, shift the entire row. See what happens here. So there is a brand new row above 2. And if I say insert the entire column, there will be a brand new column before 2. Brand new column in total before 2. So these are ways you can insert. You can either move only your cell, move it right. You can move only your cell, move it down. or you can move the entire row down, or move the entire column left. Right. So these are the four ways we can insert rows and columns. Now we can also delete. You can delete an entire row. So this row contains our 2. When you delete the entire row, it's gone. You can delete an entire column, and it's gone. Okay. So Excel automatically rearranges and renames columns and rows after a deleting job is done or an inserting job is done. So when you delete a row, Excel automatically renames every row to cover up the gap created by the deleted row or the deleted column. That's how we can insert rows and columns, and that's how we can delete rows and columns. So wrapping text and merging text. We'll see how to wrap text, how to merge them, and how to access more merge options. So if we have, let's bring this here. Let's use this maths experience, and we want to merge. We'll select the 2 cells. Then you can see the merge center options. So it tells us matching cells only keeps the upper left value and discards others, which means it's only going to keep maths and discard experience. But now we can see this is now only one cell in between H and I, because they have been merged. Now you can see other options here. You can either merge and center or merge and across, or you can see just merge cells, or we can say unmerge. When we unmerge, it splits back our merged cells into 2 cells. So look at the options for merge across. It doesn't centralize this text. It doesn't align it to the middle anymore. Undo that. Just merge. So unlike the merge and center, where when you merge, it centralizes the text. When you merge without using merge and center, it just merges it down to the left. But now the 2 cells become 1 cell, and we don't want that, so we can always unmerge the cells. So lastly, let's look at wrap a text. Let's use this maths experience. Move it over here. Maths experience. I want to wrap. This is the wrap option. When you wrap your text, it makes sure the content doesn't spill into the next cell. So all your content remains in one cell regardless of the content in it. Even if the content is more than the cell can carry, the wrap option wraps it like a gift. Make sure every content enters into the cell. So let's see what it does. You can see every content now stays without cross-carpeting to the next cell. So if you click on wrap text again, it removes the wrap text option. If you click on it, it becomes gray and enforces the wrap text option. So these are the options for wrapping text and merging cells. See you in the next class. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next class. Thank you.